today I'm visiting some parks in Andasibe. We're still in Madagascar, so when I tell you I was so tired of this trip even before it started, because we were on the road for like 4 hours. 4 whole hours we were driving to see lemurs. 4 hours we were driving to see animals. We were driving to go to the park. Like, I hate sitting. I hate sitting for so long. Anyways, this is the view of the city. This is Tana. Yep, we've reached Andasibe from the look of things. I'm saying from the look of things because see the landscape. The landscape is actually so fine. If there's something I like about Madagascar, it's the landscape. I mean, just look at this thing. Just this grass should get off from it. But are you seeing the grading of this grass? Or be whatever, I don't know, the grading the grass is doing. Look, this thing now that we're seeing is actually people, like, this is a farm. Like, people made these things, people planted these things by themselves. But moving on, I was feeling so pretty. I was like, oh my god, Narissa, you're so pretty. Hi too. Hello. Now I'm trying to do unawares and everything, and then, you know, just because I actually had to angle my head because that's like where I had sunlight. So we're still on the journey, and you know, the place was so far. At the time I was like, Jesus, tell me make I come this kind place. But you know, you can't quit at the middle of the journey. Actually, that's not my motto. I usually quit at the middle of my journeys, so we're still going there, and I saw some nice houses, like this house. They're actually totally off the grid, and I like things like that. I mean, I don't think I would be able to stay off the grid, but yeah, I like things like that. And then we passed this place that is already, you know, not off the grid. Can the people in the models not just tap electricity from these places? And then, you know, we reached one of the parks. I can't really pronounce that thing, so I'm not even going to try. And we had to go in, and yup, I came here to see lemurs. You know, they have the biggest. So we just reached to the park, and I'm having acne. Anyways, we just reached the park, so I'm about to go inside and see what I'm drinking. I bought potatoes on the way. You see, life would humble you because I don't eat potatoes. But now guess what? Potato was like the only thing I could eat, so I had to buy it on my way. So anyways, my driver is going to find a guide, and then I would show you guys what the forest looks like. So I'm entering the park now. So I had to pan the camera to my feet because look at, no, like that's my tour guide. But like look at the way I'm taking those steps, like go and oh come on, peace out, guys. So we kept walking with the tour guide, and we kept walking, and see the way I'm walking. See my pink jeans. Anyways, we had to cross this bridge that was very stable, and I wasn't really scared. I think I was scared. I scared a bit, but like, you know, it was stable, so like I wasn't fretting. This step, I don't know whether it's stairs or step. You can see how exhausted I was. That thing, we climbed it for like 30 minutes, and then we finally got to this point, and we saw a lemur. This is King Julian, actually. We saw him, and he did not want to come down. He was so proud. Everybody was just shouting, hello, come down. He was up, like I had to zoom in to get his video. It was that crazy. And then they took me to this calm site because, you know, I was training my neck to see the lemur, and I just got exhausted. If you know me, you know I like giving up on things that would stress me very easily. So this place was so nice. I took this pretty video. I took some pictures too. And then we had to go to the next park. So this particular park is called Vacona. We had to cross a bridge here too. I feel like if I had known, I would have come to this park like first. I feel like this would have been the only park actually, because the other one no follow at all. So this is my ticket. I got my ticket to enter the park, and we were going to take a ferry. So me, I was scared because this was like the first time I would be entering a ferry. Should I call this a boat? A ferry. It's a ferry to the best of my knowledge, man. Anyways, I was here, I was videoing the other boats, and then they said I should come first, and I'm like, enter first as well. Anyway, I entered, and then I was kind of giddy. I was a bit excited about entering a boat for the first time, and then I entered. Come on, peace again. And it wasn't up to 2 seconds. They said we had arrived. I arrived, and I'm like, arrived as well. For just tell me, make I use my leg enter this water, because which one is from there to here? I can't enter boat. Anyways, they said they have to use the boat and not build a bridge across the water, because lemurs would escape if they build it. And since lemurs hate water, they just have to use the boat. Anyways, we saw these lemurs. I'll just call them panda lemurs, because I don't know their names, and they look like they have the same colors as pandas. Anyways, all the lemurs, they have one kind of eye. They have one particular type of eye, one weird wicked type of eye. Anyways, this is a panda lemur. It's actually not a panda lemur. Before you go and say Nerissa said, I'm just calling it panda lemur. I swear to God, I've forgotten the name. But this lemur, the reason it's licking that stick is because they kept something there. I know this one. This is a brown lemur. I'm saying lemur. It's lemur, okay? So when you go outside, say lemur. Let's pronounce it together. Lemur. This particular one was following the guide up and down, because he knows that the guide is with food. So here they've trained them with food. That's the only way they can come close to human beings. The first park I went to, that idiot that was up that tree. The reason he's not down is because he's wild, and he doesn't know what we're doing there. So these ones, they're not wild, they're kind of domesticated. They used food to train them so that visitors will have full experience. This is my favorite lemur. This is the bamboo lemur. It's the smallest daytime lemur. They have mouse lemur, but that one is like a nocturnal lemur. This is so cute. He said this is a full-grown adult, and I'm like, gee, I have seen my sister in arms, because it is tiny, and then I'm not tiny, I'm just more statured. So yep, I feel like my favorite is the most pretty. Come on, just look at that face. Anyways, this is the brown lemur that doesn't want to. Okay, this is the brown lemur's family, the whole family, because you can see the others there, the whole family. They said this guy is 34 years old, and I'm like, I can see that he's old. I mean, look at his eyes, look at his ears and everything. And then we had to see these two in an enclosure, and they were domesticated. People were keeping them as pets, but it's illegal to keep lemurs as pets, so they have to introduce them to the wild again. This guy, see this baby, see how cute. This is not a baby, he's 25 years old. Anyways, we had to enter the boat again because I was done seeing the lemurs. I was actually just pissed. I wanted to just enter this water by myself, because we had the entire boat too. So we had to take a little drive, just a small short drive, to the second part of the park. I was like, I saw this water and I had to record it. And then another step. I hate steps. And the first thing we saw were these crocodiles. I had to stay far. Like, there were people actually going close to the crocodiles. I had to stay so far away, because these things, they're crazy. They could move very, 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 very fast, and then they would bite you, and then they would start twisting, and tears would be coming out from their eyes. No wonder they say crocodile tears, because it's not like they're remorse. Okay, I think this is their house anyway, so they're from this swampy water. And then here, this was the closest I could go, and even at this, it was a stretch. So we had to see the bigger ones. This particular one is the biggest one. This particular one I'm videoing is the largest one here. And then we saw this one. This is the second largest. See how they are just doing as if they are sleeping. If you just mistakenly just fall inside here, you're all done finished. Anyways, this is me, and that is my driver at my back. I came here, they were like, "Ona go get to cross this thing." I said, Jesus, hold my camera. I entered, I started crossing. I was scared. I was really, really scared because number one, I'm from Edo State, and then what if since where people don't they use this thing, break? What if now we Nerissa won't use and the thing go come break? It's not wanted Jesus. Anyways, I just man up and then I did my thing. I didn't even have the time to adjust my hair. I was just nervous and scared. And I gave my phone to the tour guide to please help me take a video of me crossing the bridge, so I'll be able to show you guys and also show my family. And then the tour guide took the liberty of, he took the liberty to just show us around. I'm so happy he did it. When I was editing the video, that was when I realized that, this guy actually did this, and that's me. I'm smiling because, I came out victorious. The bridge did not break. Hallelujah. God is good. That's my driver. And then I saw this poster and I just minded my business. And then I don't really remember where we've been to go for here, but oh yeah, that's a koi fish. Did you know that fish, do you know koi fishes could actually get that big? That fish was so big, it was bigger than a catfish. And then we had to pass this nice pathway that's built on a swampy area, and then more steps. I hate steps. This is one reason I can't stay upstairs. And we went to this crocodile enclosure, and they said the ones here were the babies. I almost went inside to pet them, and these ones here are 3 years old. So I was like, they're still babies. And we saw snapping turtles. I don't know why they're called snapping turtles. I was scared of touching any because snap, what if it can snap my hand? Come out, like, what if it chop my hand? Like, why is it called snapping turtle? Well, this one that was even working small, I feel like he was just trying to bait me, like, so that I would put my hand, let him bite the living daylight out of my hand. But I know these tactics and things like this, they don't work on me. So moving on, we saw these ducks. I was laughing because the first one looked as if he was wearing black suit and white inner shirt. But we saw these ducks, and that one there, those two there, they are called Egyptian geese. You should see how majestic. See these ones, they look like they are wearing suits. You should see how majestic those Egyptian geese are. When I'm talking too much. Anyways, this is a chameleon. This is also a chameleon. This one changed color to match the. I was like, come on, change color to my shirt. The bastard no even answer me. And this is also a chameleon. I think this is the woman. That's why she has bum. I don't know. This is real crocodile skin. They said the crocodiles were biting humans and they just had to kill them, as we should, because God gave us dominion for things like this. And and this is me. I am going. I'm so pretty. I'm just exhausted because I don't even know why I'm smiling. I was very, very exhausted. And peace out again. And we are going back home, and this is my first voiceover, and if I'm talking too much, usually I blab, okay, but like I don't blab like this on a normal day, but I'm talking too much, and I know I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. It's just this is my first voiceover, and then I'm just trying to not mess it up, and I don't even know if I've messed it up, but I'm not going to edit it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my YouTube channel. Bye.